Fresh snow up there from yesterday's storm. I've been wondering how come it was I haven't seen any of these all year. Kind of hard to see them, they're a little ways away. But there is a flock of snow geese over here. Some years there's all sorts of them all over the place. I didn't see very many last year, and these are the first ones I've seen this year. Pretty good little flock. Or I guess with geese it's called a gaggle. But anyway, good morning, folks. Can't decide if it's going to be a nice day or not. It started out cloudy and dreary. Then the sky turned blue and looked like it was going to do all right. And now it's back to being cloudy and dreary. Like I say, that's the thing I don't like about spring. It just can't make up its mind. It's too wishy-washy. You can't count on anything being the same throughout the day. You could have, blue skies and then snow and then heat and then rain, then hail, and it just, I don't know. I like it better when the weather tapers off. Either it's good or it's bad, and it's going to stay that way all day, and you know how to dress, and you don't end up with all of your clothes in the truck because you got hot during the day. Now, I got all sorts of stuff in here that doesn't need to be in here. Back seat's probably full too. I don't know. Complaining and whining, I guess, but got things to do. I'd like to know what to expect. But springtime does turn things green. And some of these neater birds, like that blue heron there, are back. Still haven't seen any robins, but we usually don't see very many here anyway. Once in a while, but they don't really seem to hang out here. I like meadowlarks. When I see one of them, then I know it's spring for sure. Ooh, he got something. What did he get? Boy, did he pounce. Got him a vole. Good boy, get some more of them. There's a lot of them out there. That was pretty neat. They'd really chewed up the field badly this year. Yep, down the hatch. Mouse for breakfast. Anyway, today is water sample day. I really hate that because it's time sensitive. So I have to wait and bring it in as close to about noon when the FedEx truck leaves as I can, because it has to get to Twin Falls, I think, within 24 hours. So if I wait to take the sample right before noon or right at noon and get it down there about noon or a little after the guy shows up to leave, 12:30 or so, and the quicker the quicker to under 24 hours I can make it, the better off it is. But that kind of messes up my day. I got, a lot of things I could be doing, but I have to kind of put them on hold and wait until I get that sample in. And I got to try to stay as clean as possible too. Those tests are so sensitive. You have to be really, really careful not to even breathe on it. And man, I hate it. It's not a fun deal. But after I get that done, then we're good until, let's see, April, May, June. I'd be good until July. We have to do it quarterly, so every 3 months, I think. 4 months, maybe. I don't know. 4 months, I guess. Anyway, that's the plan. In the meanwhile, I never did get that load of stuff in my trailer hauled off. Had to go to the dump with that, but it's got a lot more room yet to go. I need to fill this up with some other stuff and go. That bird cage there, the latch on it's broken. It came with that parrot that we got. We got her a bigger cage. So that one, I'll take that into secondhand store and let them sell it. Not worth probably very much with a broken latch. Nice cage though. Moved my boat over here. That's another thing that I bought cheap. I was planning on reselling. I still kind of want to do that. If anybody here local is in need of a boat, that's a pretty nice one. It's heavy, but it doesn't leak. Nice little boat. Guess while I'm waiting for noon to come around, there are some things I can do here. I can cut off these big brackets here, shorten these ones. I'm gonna mount it with this plate right here. That's where the leaf springs used to be. I'm gonna mount it with that, so I need a piece of metal that goes out like so to bolt to. It needs to be pretty stout. I don't want it to move at all. Plus the way this is, it kind of needs to come up about a ½ an inch. And this thing is about that. It's maybe not quite a ½ inch, but it's close. 7/16 or so. This thing, funny looking contraption. What this is I bought an old Jeep Gladiator, 1970s or so, I don't remember. And that was a spare tire rack in the back of that. I don't know why they use such a big heavy plate at the bottom, but that truck, that wasn't a very good buy. I bought that and I drove it for, I don't know, a couple weeks, a month maybe. I never could get the four-wheel drive to work. It had a PTO winch on it. That wouldn't work. And going into town one day, and I stopped at the stop sign and went to move, and nothing. It wouldn't go. And I thought, well, shoot, that's not good. I'll roll it backwards down into the parking lot. It's kind of a little bit of a hill coming into town there. And it wouldn't even roll. And I thought, well, this is really weird. It should at least be able to push it downhill, out of gear. Well, my axle broke. It was inside the shaft where you couldn't see it. And we drug it home that way. We didn't know what the problem was. We drug it home. By the time we got home, that axle rod had moved out probably 6 inches. Really lucky it didn't just fall off altogether. But anyway, I got rid of that truck. A friend wanted to buy it real bad, and I told him the problems there was, and he offered me, I don't remember what, a couple $100, I think. I thought, well, if you want it, I'll sell it to you, but not worth buying it. But he did it anyway. I don't think he had much luck with it either. But this came out of that, and it's perfect plate for this. I can cut 2 pieces. I got to measure and see just how long they need to be. I think I can get 2 pieces out of just one side. If not, I've got both sides. Okay, let those cool off just a little bit and grind off the rough edges and weld them on. Actually, I gotta move my welder over. I think I'm done with this piece. I can go put that away for now while those are cooling. Well, shoot, just get started on something and now it's about 12:30. So by the time I clean up that little sample faucet, make sure there's no bacteria on it, and then take the sample and run into town, and it'll be noon. So, that might be all I got for today. Cindy wants to clean some horse stalls. When I get back, probably end up doing that, and that's not fun either. See you folks tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.